In this video, I will show you how to place your PDF list on the right spot inside of your product page Shopify storefront. In the last video, we left off attaching our PDF list to our product description using a class name and the number of appearance. In this video, I will show you how to use a HTML ID. For that, we would go back to our settings and we have our second input field, which asks for an ID of a particular HTML element. We would find this particular ID by, again, opening our developer tools, by going to View Developer Tools, hitting our little cursor button in this corner and start hovering over the site. I know this particular theme has a ID for a HTML element here where this form is located. So I will use this to demonstrate the use of this particular method. In your theme case, it might be that wherever you hover on your website and you're like, oh yes, I would like to attach it underneath whatever, and you click on this particular element and you see in your code that there is not really a class that you can use, which is very unlikely, but instead an ID, then you can use this. Like I said, I know this particular theme uses an ID over here for the form. So when I click on it on the actual user interface, I get the code highlighted in my developer tools. And I see that here is a form element that has an ID. So I can double click on this ID, copy it, head back over to my settings and paste it in here and hit update. As soon as I do that, it will override the class name selector and use the ID selector. So now our PDF list should show up right underneath the blue marked box, which is this input form. I will hit Control while I hit the refresh button again. And already worked, this time the first time, and we see that's where it exactly appeared. That's how you use an HTML element ID to place your PDF list on your product page in your Shopify store. There is one more way to go. One other way I would say to place this PDF list, which is by copying or pasting code into your theme file, which I will show you in the next video.